Boil them cabbage down, boys, turn them hoe cakes round and round. The only song that I can sing is boil them cabbage down. Possum in a cinnamon tree, raccoon on the ground. Raccoon says, "You son of a gun, we'll shake some Simmons down." Boil them cabbage down, boys, turn them hoe cakes round and round. Only song that I can sing is boil them cabbage down. Well, if this is everything is working right, you should be seeing us on our Saturday or on our Thursday night New Year's Eve show, and we're glad to be here. So if I don't know how you get a hold of us, you can maybe reply in the comment section there. We're trying to get that up so that we can see if anybody's watching. And I just lost my pick, and it's right down in front of me there, Judy. Just in between the two mic stands. There we go. I have my technical assistant here, my lovely wife, who I get to dance with a little bit. And we've got some guests coming up. We have Ira and Lana. They're going to be doing a few tunes for us. And so with that, I'm going to do another banjo song. This one's called Cripple Creek. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of reminiscing about some of the old days when we used to go to the old halls, the old country halls, and have dances on, well, especially New Year's Eve was always a busy night, and I really miss those days, some of those old halls, and I've got a few pictures coming up a little later of the halls. And right now I'm just going to get Judy to come over here and bring that iPad so that I can see if I can get us into the live stream so we can see any comments. Sorry about that. There's always lots to learn when you're doing this for the first time. This is the first time we've live streamed, and I'll tell you, there is lots and lots to learn. And if anybody wants to send out a message to us telling us how we're doing, you can also email us at seedhay. That's instead of hayseed, doing seedhay@yahoo.com, and I'll be able to get that and read those. Well, for some reason I'm not able to see that, but okay, now I see some comments coming up here. Charlotte, yes, modern technology is sometimes a challenge. Happy New Year to you, both of you, and to all the viewers. Thank you. Glad to see somebody's chiming in there. Anyways, with that, we're going to continue on. See, the beauty of recording all this is that you can chop all this stuff out, the dead air. I call this dead air. Everybody have a bubbly or a soda they can get to work on? No, not yet. Anyways, we're going to do one. It's called the Alberta Bound. The prairie lights are burning bright, the Chinook wind is a-moving in. Tomorrow night I'll be Alberta bound. And though I've done the best I could, my old luck ain't been so good. And tomorrow night I'll be Alberta bound. No one I met could ever forget the Rocky Mountain sunset. It's a pleasure just to be Alberta bound. I long to see my next of kin, to know what kind of shape they're in. And tomorrow night I'll be Alberta bound. Alberta bound, Alberta bound. It's good to be Alberta bound. Alberta bound, Alberta bound. It's good to be Alberta bound. Alberta bound, Alberta bound. It's good to be Alberta bound. Alberta bound, Alberta bound. It's good to be Alberta bound. The skyline of Toronto is something you get onto. Say you gotta live there for a while. And if you got the money, you can get yourself a honey with a written guarantee to make you smile. It's snowing in the city and the streets are brown and gritty. I know there's pretty girls all over town, and they never seem to find me, and the one I left behind me is the reason that I'll be Alberta bound. Alberta bound, Alberta bound. It's good to be Alberta bound. Alberta bound, Alberta bound. It's good to be Alberta bound. It's good to be Alberta bound. bit of Alberta Bound for you. And I do sort of take requests. It's pretty tough for me to do it. I can't see what's going on there. Ordy, you send in something and type it again, and I'll see what I can do for you. And it's kind of tough to get some of the requests on all this gear that I've got. It looks like an electrician's nightmare here. You know, I watched a lot of people do this, and they have that dumbfounded look on their face when they're trying to read their computer, and that's a terrible thing to have to try to do, because my eyesight's getting bad in my old age, and so now I have to try and squint and read the little tiny print that's on the computer in front of me. But anyways, we're going to get through this. Fine and dandy. Well, we're going to do a Charlie Pride song for you right now. This one's called Anybody Going to San Antone. Rain dribbling off the brim of my hat. It sure is cold today. Here I am walking down 66. Wish he hadn't done me that way. Sleeping under a table at a roadside park. A man could wake up dead, but it sure seems warmer than it did sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antone, Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Wind whipping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on. But I'd rather fight the wind and rain than what I've been fighting at home. Yonder comes a truck with the U.S. mail, people writing letters back home. And tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just as gone. Is anybody going to San Antone or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Yeah, okay, we're going to try and do the rooster song a little bit later. Is that what the request was? Yes, he mentioned that before. Brian White mentioned that he wants the rooster song. So hopefully everybody gets a chance to do a little dance. Try and do a dance, roll up the rug and do a dance on the hardwood floor. Well, we're going to do a Statler Brothers song. This one's called Bed of Roses. She was called the Scarlet Woman by the people who would go to church but left me in the streets. With no kinfolk of my own, I never had a home, and an 18-year-old boy has got to eat. She found me outside one Sunday morning, begging money from a man I didn't know. She took me and wiped away my childhood. A woman of the streets, this lady Rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I live in, it's the only kind of life I understand. She was a handsome woman, just 45, who was spoken to in town by very few. She managed a late evening business, like most of the time wish they could do. I learned all the things that a man should know from a woman not approved of, I suppose. She died knowing that I really loved her. From life's bramble bush I picked a rose. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I live in, it's the only kind of life I understand. This bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I lay on is the only kind of life I understand. Oh, Statler Brothers, pretty popular for a lot of years. Here's one called Big City. Merle Haggard. Well, I'm tired of this dirty old city. Entirely too much work and never enough play. And I'm tired of these dirty old sidewalks. Think I'll walk off my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Alberta. Give me all I got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Been working every day since I was 20. Haven't got a thing to show for anything I've done. There's folks who never work and they got plenty. Think it's time some guys like me had some fun. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Alberta. Give me all I got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. Oh, thank you. Well, when I was pretty young, this was one of my favorite songs. It's called Billy Billy Bayou. Back about 1800 and some, a Louisiana couple had a red-headed son. No name suited him, Jim, Jack, or Joe. They just called him Billy Bayou. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch where you go. Walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch what you say. Pretty girl will get you one of these days. Billy was a boy, kind of big for his size, red hair and freckles and big blue eyes. 13 years from the day he was born, Bill fought the battle of the Little Big Horn. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch where you go. Walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch what you say. Pretty girl will get you one of these days. One sad day, Billy cried, ho ho, I can whip the feathers off a Geronimo. He smarted off and the chief got mad. This nearly ended the Louisiana lad. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch where you go. Walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch what you say. Pretty girl will get you one of these days. One day in 1878, a pretty girl walked through Bill's front gate. He didn't know whether stand there and run. He wanted to marry because he did neither one. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch where you go. Walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch what you say. Pretty girl will get you one of these days. Pretty girl will get you one of these days. There we go. We do have a few comments. Finally found the lever that kicked in the comments on the computer here. Judy's been reading them over on the other side. Well, this is hard work for an old guy like me. So I just wanted to bring in a couple of the pictures of the halls that we used to play at. There's the Youngstown Hall. Many a night played in that hall. And then we've got, that's the Oyen Legion. Good hall. Lots of room in there. Another shot of the Oyen Legion. And there's the Cereal Hall. And there's Buffalo. Lots of good stories coming out of Buffalo. Stranded on the road usually. Old bus breakdown and going down there. And there's Homestead Coulee. Lots of good dances out in that Homestead Coulee country. Garden Plains. Now that's my old home stomping ground, and when I was 4, 5, and 6, I'd fall asleep on the stage and Bud Hanson would be playing the drums, and I'd fall asleep right next to that flopper thing that was right on the big bass drum. Well, he never used it too much, so I'd help him out and I'd press the button or press the pedal, but I thought that was the biggest building in captivity. And there's the Scapa Hall. That's the first dance that I ever played for Walter and Frida Visti's 25th wedding anniversary. That was probably 1978. And there's the Indiang Hall. Lots of good memories out there. Still lots of good memories to be had there. There's the Bymore Hall. And the Spondon Hall. That's where my grandparents were. One side of my grandparents came from that Spondon area. So it has a little bit of sentimental value for me. And the good old Hanna Community Center. And of course, the Legion. So I'm sure everybody's partaken in a few dances in one of these halls. So let's get back to some music. Let's do an old Chris Christopherson song. This one's called Bobby McGee. Bust a flat in Baton Rouge, heading for the train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana, was blowing sand while Bobby sang the blues. With them windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that driver knew. Freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I've done. Every night she kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away, looking for the home I hoped she'd find. And I trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing left is all she left for me. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. But that was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. La da da la da da da, la da 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 da, la da da da, me and Bobby McGee. La da da la da da, la da 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 da, la da da, me and Bobby McGee. La da 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 la da da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. And I trade on my tomorrows for a single yesterday. Mighty, that was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Mighty, that was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. So we're going to try and play some videos that are in my YouTube collection, or a couple of them anyways. And one features my Uncle Lloyd, and he plays the bones on this, and I describe it a little bit in the video. I can't seem to cut it off. That takes me a minute, all this technology. Just got to pop off screen for a minute here. There we go. So this is at the Yesteryear Jamboree, and like I said, if you've been following some of my YouTube videos on YouTube, you'll have seen this. So this next clip is taken from the Old Time Jamboree a couple of years ago, and it features Wayne Berger on the violin, and it was a group that we had compiled. It was called the Goose Lake Line Ramblers. That's quite a mouthful. And it features my Uncle Lloyd Faco on the bones, keeping time with the bones. He used to be the drums for many of the bands in the old days, so he does a fine job on the bones. So have a listen. This one's Little Brown Jug and Turkey in a Straw. Well, there you go, a little bit of fiddle music. Incidentally, the fellow playing the violin and the guitar there is Wayne and Herb Berger, and they were former Hanna residents. We're going to do a butterfly for you right now. But anyways, they were Hanna residents back in about late 50s, early 60s, and I've got a picture here. I'll try and bring it up a little bit later of them riding in a buckboard with Frank Powell in the Hanna parade, and they're just about 9 and 10 years old. So all that practice really paid off because they're pretty good players. So anyways, we're going to do a butterfly for you right now. Oh, a good old-fashioned butterfly. Did anybody actually get up and do that? That's good exercise. Well, in 2019, we were able to go through Kentucky, and we went through a place called Central City. And Central City is the home of the Everly Brothers. So we're going to do an Everly Brothers song for you right now. This one's called Bye Bye Love. Bye bye love, bye bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye bye love, bye bye caress, hello emptiness, I think I'm gonna die. Bye bye my love, goodbye. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love. I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's a reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness. Hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress. Hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. There you go, little Everly Brothers. Have anybody listening in from Mexico there, Judy? No? I thought maybe some of our friends down there might be tuning in, but... What have we got? Oh, we got another 3¼ hours till Happy New Year, but we're not going to be around that long. We're getting a little old to stay up that late. Oh, right, the rooster song. See if I can get this in the right order. Anyways, everybody that's come from the farm knows that there's the king rooster and the main rooster. And this song is all about the main rooster. It goes something like this. It's going out to Brian. Had a hen, wouldn't lay no eggs. Had a hen, she wouldn't lay no eggs. Till the rooster came on the farm, caught that hen out by the barn. We got eggs now, yeah, we got eggs now, since the rooster came on the farm. We got eggs now, yeah, we got eggs now, since the rooster came on the farm. Had a hound dog, didn't have no pups. Had a hound dog, she didn't have no pups. Till the rooster came on the farm, caught my hound dog out by the barn. We got bird dogs, yeah, we got bird dogs, since the rooster came on the farm. We got bird dogs, yeah, we got bird dogs, since the rooster came on the farm. Had a milk cow, didn't give no milk. Had a milk cow, she didn't give no milk. Till the rooster came on the farm, caught that milk cow out by the barn. We got eggnog, Yeah, we got eggnog since the rooster came on the farm. We got eggnog, yeah, we got eggnog since the rooster came on the farm. Had an aunt, she didn't have no kids. Had an aunt, she didn't have no kids, till the rooster came on the farm. Caught my aunt out by the barn. We're having fried rooster, we're having fried rooster, since the rooster came on the farm. We're having fried rooster, we love the fried rooster, since the rooster came on the farm. Since the rooster came on the farm. Yeah, that rooster got her in the end. I think this one was Johnny Rodriguez had brought this out back in the 70s. This one's called Pass Me By. Would you look at what came down the road today? Wanting me to be one more mistake to make. A bridge to burn to get to someone new. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind of me. Don't stop if this ain't where you wanna be. Now I don't know what you think you've run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Well, I'm not going to be a stepping stone among the other hearts that you walked on. Lord, help me if I fall in love with you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. You sure look like the traveling kind of me. Don't stop, this ain't where you wanna be. Now I don't know what you think you've run into. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Well, I'm not going to be a stepping stone among the other hearts that you walk on. Lord, help me if I fall in love with you. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through. There you go. Well, if you just bear with me a little bit, I've got to change a cable around. I'm in the land of 1 million cables, and I've still got to change one. So with that, so Ira and Lana are going to do a few numbers for us right now. And Ira just got a brand new saxophone. So we're really pleased to have him in here tonight. And they're going to do a few songs. So hopefully everything works out for us. So just bear with me.
Lana and I are here. Mark asked us to do a few tunes to Hello everyone, Lana and I are here. Mark asked us to do a few tunes to help him put together a New Year's Eve program. Anyway, so we're going to play you a few tunes and try and cheer you up in this COVID craziness we're in. Anyway, hope you enjoy them, and we'll get at it. case you didn't know what it was. We're going to play Let It Be now for our next song. The next tune is a little faster one. It's called Rocky Top.
Well, sometimes that modern technology just doesn't want to work for us. Having a little bit of a feud between the computer and what else we've got hooked in here tonight. I don't know why. It worked good this afternoon, but with that, we're going to continue on. Let's do a George Jones song right now. You told me that you love me, well I feel so proud. You held me, had me, honey, I'd holler out loud. I never love another, even if I can. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. Won't you let me, baby, just to kinda hang around? I'll always love you, honey, and I'll never let you down. I never love another, even if I can. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. I climb the highest mountain if it reached the bigger sky. To prove that I love you, I'd jump off and fly. I'd even swim the ocean from shore to shore. To prove that I love you just a little bit more. Won't you let me, baby, just to kinda hang around? I'll always love you, honey, and I'll never let you down. I never love another, even if I can. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. You told me that you love me, well I feel so proud. You let me hold you, honey, I'd holler out loud. I never love another, even if I can. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. Won't you let me, baby, just to kinda hang around? I'll always love you, honey, and I'll never let you down. I never love another, even if I can. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. All right. Well, I'd like to do a Sonny James song for you right now. This one's called Since I Met You, Baby. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Everybody tells me that I am not the same. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. 'Cause since I met you, baby, all I need is you. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Everybody tells me that I am not the same. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. Since I met you, baby, all I need is you. Since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. Since I met you, baby, I'm a happy man. I'm gonna try to please you every way I can. I'm gonna try to please you every way I can. All right, little Sonny James for you. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues. I never thought I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night. Everything's wrong, nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues. Well, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone out from my mind. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away. Why should I go? I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues. I never thought I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night. Everything's wrong, nothing is right without you. You got me singing the blues. Well, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone out from my mind. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away. Why should I go? I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. There, little Marty Robbins. This one's called Silver Hair Daddy. in a vine-covered shack in the mountains, bravely fighting the battle of time, is a dear one who's weathered my sorrows. 'Tis that silver-haired daddy of mine. If I could recall all the heartaches, dear old daddy, I've caused you to bear. If I could erase those lines on your face and bring back the gold to your hair, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, I'd give all I own if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. I know it's too late, dear old daddy, to repay for those sorrows and cares. Though dear mother is waiting in heaven just to comfort and solace you there. If I could recall all the heartaches, dear old daddy, I've caused you to bear. If I could erase those lines from your face and bring back the gold to your hair, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, I'd give all I own if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. I'd give all I own if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. Well, I'm going to give that computer another go with Ira and Lana on it, and hopefully it's straightened itself out now. But it might just flash a little bit here and there, but I think it's going to be okay.
The next song I'm going to play is Have You Ever Been Lonely? Actually, no. Next one we're playing is Red Sails in the Sunset. Mixing up my piano player here.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to play an old CCR song called Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Next one is Cotton Fields.
You know those old CBC commercials that you used to get, problems originate with the network? Well, that's just what happened there. I couldn't get it to quit. And anyways, I had to pull a plug on that computer. It just didn't like something about it. But anyways, we're going to play the piano, the old piano that somebody left on my doorstep. And you hear the old timers that would play for dances, they'd talk about hauling the piano on the stone boat in the wintertime on the sleigh or whatever to the schoolhouse, or from the schoolhouse to somebody's house. And boy, we've got it pretty nice now. Nice warm place to play the piano. Anyways, I just got to check some levels here. Yeah, I think we're good here. Well, way down in Columbus, Georgia, well, I want to be back in Tennessee. Way down in Columbus Stockade, well, my friends have all turned their backs on me. Well, go and leave me if you wish to. Never let it cross your mind. In your heart you love another. Well, leave, little darling, I don't mind. Last night, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, I was mistaken. I was peering through these dreadful bars. Well, go and leave me if you wish to. Never let it cross your mind. In your heart you love another. Leave, little darling, I don't mind. Well, many a night with you I've rambled, many an hour with you I have spent. I thought I had your heart forever. Now I find that it was only lent. Well, go and leave me if you wish to. Never let it cross your mind. In your heart you love another. Well, leave, little darling, I don't mind. Leave, little darling, I don't mind. There we go, an old piano song. You're cheat. No, we're going to get the right key here. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Oh. Just close the lid on it, I think. Still making noise. It's locked up. Push the on off button on it, see if that'll fix it. Got a computer froze up here. Yeah. Great balls of fire. I got to change things around. I'll do that in a bit here, but yeah, Jerry Hanna wanted great balls of fire. We're going to do an old piano song. It's called Down Yonder. I usually do this every time people get sick of it, but I love playing it. It's probably the first song that I ever learned. My Aunt Marlene taught me this, and probably 1963. Alabama Jubilee. Oh yeah, we can do a couple of those. Wings of a Dove. Oh, we're going to do one for Carolyn. On the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure sweet love, a sign from above. On the wings of a dove, when trouble surrounds us, when evil comes, the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb. When these things beset us, God doesn't forget us. He sends down His love on the wings of a dove. Everybody can sing at home. On the wings of a snow white dove, He sends His sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. When Jesus went down to the river that day, he was baptized in the usual way. And when it was done, God blessed his Son. He sent him his love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sent his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. Incidentally, that song, when Ferland Husky wanted to record that song, and his producer kept telling him that he couldn't because it was a religious song. And so the producer was stuck in a snowbank somewhere, and Ferland had free reign of the recording studio. So he was able to go in and record that song, and it is now deemed as one of the most recognizable country songs of all time. So that's quite a feat for that song. We're going to do Country Roads. Oh, for Val, okay. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, country roads, country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the skies, misty taste of moonshine, teardropped in my eyes. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road I get this feeling that I should have been yesterday, yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads. All right. Yeah, we can, but I have to change. Yep. Jerry Hanna. Too many levers to pull here. I gotta cut down on some. Good. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, oh what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. No, we're not going to be able to do that one. I got that one in the wrong key for my drums. Maybe we can try this off by heart. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Broke my will and I thought it was funny. You came along and you moved me, honey. I changed my mind, the love is fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Well, kiss me, baby. Woo, woo. Hold me, baby. I know love like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. I'm telling the world that you're mine, 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 mine. I chew my bills and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm getting nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Well, kiss me, baby. Ooh, feels good. Hold me, baby. You let me love her like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. I'm telling the world that you're mine, 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 mine. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. It's been so long since I did that, man, oh man. Anyways. That reminds me, we got beef today. We got beef. And we butchered that one, so. Any other requests?
No, but Lana Ross just showed up.
Oh, did she? Well, we're going to do an old-time waltz. You know, the problem is that I can't see a lot of this stuff. Make sure I got my mic on here. This one's called Give Me a Daisy a Day. He remembers the first time he met her. He remembers the first thing she said. He remembered the first time he held her. And the night that she came to his bed. He remembers her sweet way of saying, honey, is something gone wrong? He remembers the fun and the teasing, and the reason he wrote her this song. He give you a daisy a day, dear. I give you a daisy a day. I'll love you until the rivers run still and the four winds we know blow away. They would walk down the street in the evening, and for years I would go along. And their love that was more than the clothes that they wore could be seen in the gleam in their eyes. As a kid they would take me for candy, and I'd love to go tagging along. We'd hold hands while we walked to the corner, And the old man would sing her this song. I'll give you a daisy a day, dear. I'll give you a daisy a day. I'll love you until the rivers run still and the four winds we know blow away. Now he walks down the street in the evening and he stops at the old candy store, and I somehow believe he's believing he's holding her hand like before, for he feels like his love's walking with him, and he smiles at the things she might say. Then the old man walks up to the top of the hill and gives her a daisy a day. I'll give you a daisy a day, dear. I'll give you a daisy a day. I'll love you until the rivers run still and the four winds we know blow away. We're going to change. Oh, we get things. Well, we're going to do one that I really enjoy. It's a Johnny Horton song. It's kind of an animated song. It's called Old Slewfoot, all about a bear. I got to change cameras here. There we go. High on a mountain, tell me what do you see? Bear tracks, looking back at me. Better get your rifles before it's too late. The bear's got a little pig and he's heading for the gate. He's big around the middle and broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Saved up my money and bought me some bees. Started making honey way up in the trees. Cut down the trees, but the honey's all gone. Old Slewfoot is done, made himself at home. He's big around the middle and broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Winter's coming on and it's 40 below. River's froze over, so where can he go? Chase him up the gully and run him in the well. Shoot him in the bottom, just listen to him yell. He's big around the middle and broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. He's big around the middle and broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say it looks a lot like me. Some folks say it looks a lot like me. Oh, a little bit of Slewfoot. There's one other banjo song that I want to do right now. This one's called Holding on the Ladder, Holding Up the Ladder. A little bit of a gospel song. They're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there shall be as the angels are holding up that ladder for me. I'm climbing on this ladder, always heeding every sign. I know my Savior's with me and He's teaching me to climb. Every day that I'm a-climbing, there's a battle there for me. Every step on the ladder is another victory. Oh, they're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there shall be as the angels are holding up this ladder for me. There's a mansion being built for me somewhere in glory land. As this ladder that I'm climbing on is a part of the plan. I can hear the angels beckoning, keep climbing, don't stop. There's a crown of life awaiting when you reach the very top. Oh, they're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there shall be as the angels are holding up this ladder for me. Oh, they're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm going home. The top of the ladder, oh, what joy there shall be as the angels are holding up this ladder for me. Come on, you Christian soldiers, show the world your light can shine. Get on this gospel ladder and don't be afraid to climb. Can't you hear the angels cheering? Soon the battle will be o'er. We'll celebrate the victory when we reach the other shore. Oh, they're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there shall be as the angels are holding up that ladder for me. As the angels are holding up that ladder for me. Oh, we got time for one more song. So we're kind of... Oh yeah, we can do that one. For who? Ray James? Oh, well, for Charlotte, yeah, we can do that. I think. This one's going out to Charlotte. As I went across to the Tater Pass, see if my old hen had hatched. She jumped up and singing out of key, 16 chickens and a tambourine. 16 chickens and a tambourine, sing a Rudolph, roo-da-da-day. Funniest sight I ever seen, 16 chickens and a tambourine. Anybody remember buckshot? Cupcake, cup, kindle up your light. Keep granddaddy and a polecat's eye. A goblin pig and a jumping bean. 16 chickens and a tambourine. 16 chickens and a tambourine. Sing roo-da, roo-da-da-day. Funniest sight I ever seen, 16 chickens and a tambourine. A goslin pain and a gander rod. A old hound dog and a thunder knot. A quaslin quill and a gambling pot. 16 chickens and a quintet pot. 16 chickens and a tambourine. Sing a roo-da, roo-da-da-day. Funniest sight I ever seen, 16 chickens and a tambourine. Wake up, Jacob, kindle up your light. Keep granddaddy and a polecat's eye. A goblin pig and a jumping bean. 16 chickens and a tambourine. 16 chickens and a tambourine. Sing a roo-da, roo-da-da-day. Funniest sight I ever seen, 16 chickens and a tambourine. As I went across the tater pass, see if my old hen had hatched. She jumped up and singing out of key, 16 chickens and a tambourine. 16 chickens and a tambourine. Sing a roo-da, roo-da-da-day. Funniest sight I ever seen, 16 chickens and a tambourine. Oh, anybody remember the Buckshot Show? Remembers that song? Well, I'm going to do one for my lovely wife who has been helping me out here behind the scenes, reading out the comments and whatever. And so we want to wish everybody a happy new year, happy 2021. We're going to kick this 2020 out the door and get rid of it, because we just don't want it around here anymore. And with that, we're going to do one more. We've been on here for 2 hours, and I think that's lots, and we just enjoyed the heck out of this. Learned a lot tonight about what to do and what not to do as far as live streaming. Little different than recording, because you're not forgiven. You do a mistake and you live with it. Anyways, with that, I'm going to do one. Charlie Russell brought this one out, and it's called Rednecks, White Socks, and Blue Ribbon Beer. There's no place that I'd rather be than right here, with my redneck, white socks, and blue ribbon beer. Our mate is mad 'cause some guy made a pass. The jukebox is playing, there stands the glass. The cigarette smoke kinda hangs up in the air, with my redneck, white socks, and blue ribbon beer. A cowboy is cussing the pinball machine. A drunk at the bar is getting noisy and mean. And some guy on the phone says, I'll soon be home, dear, with my redneck, white socks, and blue ribbon beer. No, we don't fit in with that white-collar crowd. We're a little too rowdy and a little too loud. There's no place that I'd rather be than right here, with my redneck, white socks, and blue ribbon beer. The semis are passing on the highway outside. The 4:30 crowd is about to arrive. The sun's going down and we'll soon all be here, with my redneck, white socks, and blue ribbon beer. No, we don't fit in with that white-collar crowd. We're a little too rowdy and a little There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my redneck White Sox and blue ribbon beer. The barmaid is mad 'cause some guy made a pass. The jukebox is playing, there stands a glass, and the cigarette smoke kinda hangs up in the air with my redneck White Sox and blue ribbon beer. No, we don't fit in with that white-collar crowd. We're a little too rowdy and a little too loud. There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my redneck White Sox and blue ribbon beer. There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my redneck White Sox and blue ribbon beer. Well, good night, everybody. Have a happy New Year and the best of 2021 to you. With that, we're going to sign off.